Okay, 20-3, what I'd like you to do is turn to the 4th page in that booklet that I gave you yesterday on unit analysis. We're going to review metric conversions. Now, I don't really like the number line that I have drawn at the top of the page because when I did the number line with you in the past, we've always gone from biggest to smallest. So my base unit is still in the middle, which is meters. Down at the far end, the smallest one is millimeters. At the other end, the biggest one, kilometers. And then the other one that we deal with is centimeters, which goes right here. Then we also have decimeters, we have hectometers, and we have decameters. Okay? So decameters being the DAM and decimeters being DM. As I move up or down, these are by powers of 10. So as I move in this direction, I multiply by powers of 10. So if I have kilometers that I need to convert into centimeters, I multiply by 10 once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Multiplying by 10 5 times is a 10 to the power of 5. It's not 50. It's not 5 tens. It's 5 powers of 10. If I'm going upwards, I'm going to divide by powers of 10. So if I had meters that I wanted to convert into kilometers, I would divide by 10 1, 2, 3 times, which would be a 10 to the power of 3. So if we look at the question, a bolt measures 5.34 centimeters. How long would this be in millimeters? So when I look in my chart, to go from centimeters to millimeters, I'm multiplying by 1 power of 10. So 5.34 times 1 power of 10 would be 53.4 millimeters. So this is my challenge to you. Try to do the question, then press play and watch as I do the question, and go back and forth for each of these. Do one at a time because I don't want you to do all 5 of them, the next 5. And if you get something wrong, then you're getting it wrong every time. How many kilometers is equivalent to 8 meters? So I start off with 8 meters, and I'm going this way. So this is dividing by powers of 10. And I'm dividing by 10 1, 2, 3 times. So that's a 10 to the power of 3. Which is 8,000, which would become 0.008 kilometers. So 8 meters ends up being 8 thousandths of a kilometer. If the perimeter of a building is 37 meters, what would the perimeter be in centimeters? So again, if I'm going from meters to centimeters, I'm going in this direction, so I'm multiplying, and that's 37 meters, multiplying by 2 powers of 10, which is 100, and I would get 3,700 centimeters. The next question, an athlete runs 200 meters, 400 meters, and 1,500 meters in one day. How many kilometers did this athlete run? So in total, 200 plus 400 plus 1,500 is 2,100 meters. If I want to convert this into kilometers, I'm going in this direction, so it's a division. 2,100 divided by, and it's 10 1, 2, 3 times, which is 1,000. And what I would get would be 2.1 kilometers is the distance the athlete ran. A textbook is 1.8 centimeters thick. If 30 books are stacked together, how high will it be in meters? So if I start, first of all, by figuring out what the thickness is in centimeters, centimeters. 1.8 times 30 books gives me 54 centimeters. So I'm going to start off with 54. And then I want to convert that into meters. So if I'm going in this direction, I'm dividing, and I'm dividing by 2 powers of 10. So dividing by 10 squared, which is 100. So I get 0.54 meters. You've just finished sewing a dress for your niece. You have 2 meters of leftover ribbon, and you want to make a matching sash and a hair bow. The sash needs 128 centimeters, and the hair bow needs 70. Do you have enough extra ribbon? So altogether, I have 125 centimeters for the sash, 70 for the hair bow. So this gives me 195 centimeters in total. Convert that centimeters into meters. Because I'm going this way, it's dividing by 2 powers of 10, which is 100. So I divide by 100 and I get 1.95 meters, which is less than 2 meters. So yes, you have enough. The other thing that I could have done too is I could have taken my 2 meters and converted it into centimeters, which I would have gone in that direction. So I'd multiply by 2 powers of 10 or multiply by 100, and I would get 200 centimeters, which is less than 195 centimeters. So again, I would have enough extra or enough ribbon to make both. Now we are going to conversions between systems from imperial to metric or metric to imperial. So you need your orange formula sheet. Dear converter, I'm working on a sewing project and I need 25 meters of lace trim. But lace is only sold by the yard. So how much lace should I ask for? Signed by So Much Confusion. So if I look at my proportional reasoning is where I have the equal sign. So the proportional reasoning says, if I have X yards over 25 meters, that's what I'm given, then I put in what is my proportion. So I look at my formula sheet and I look for yards and meters. So I have one here where I have 1 yard is to 0.944 meters, and I have 1 meter is 1.096 yards. When we do proportional reasoning, we cross multiply, so we go across. If I could make this equal to 1, it would make my life so much easier, because 1 times x would just be x. So now I look, 1 meter is equivalent to 1.0936 yards. So if I take that 1.0936, multiply it by 25, and I get 27.34 yards of lace. So I'd probably ask for 27.5 yards, maybe 28. Unit analysis is different. In unit analysis, in unit analysis, we use multiplication. We multiply. So I'm given 25 meters. I want to cancel out my meters. So again, if I made this equal to 1 meter, I wouldn't have to divide by anything, because something over 1 is just whatever it is. So again, I get my 1.0936. Multiply straight across, and 25 times 1.0936 is still 27.34 yards. So now if we look at the next conversion, which is faster, 30 meters per second or 100 kilometers per hour? So I need to change 30 meters per second into kilometers per hour. So I want to get kilometers on the top, which means I need to cancel out a meter. So what do I know? I know that there are 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So what's going to happen is this meter will cancel out this meter, which will leave me with kilometers on the top. The next thing that I want is I want hours. So I need to cancel out the seconds that are on the bottom by putting seconds on the top. So what do I know about seconds and hours? Well, 60 seconds equals 1 minute. 60 minutes equals 1 hour. So if I multiply this together, I get 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. So I put 3,600 on the top, and that's seconds, and 1 hour on the bottom. So now when I go to multiply this, on the top, I have 30 times 3,600. So 30 times 3,600 equals 108,000 kilometers over 1,000 hours. So now I divide by 1,000 and I end up with 108 kilometers per hour. So which is faster? The 30 meters per second. So what I want you to do with the time remaining is I want you to do the practice questions on the next 3 pages. Make sure you're following all the steps and showing all of your work.